Hello everyone, Roman Babbage here with another fragrance review, this time Montale Wood and Spices. So I don't have an actual bottle for this fragrance, and I don't actually have any Montale bottles. This fragrance came out in 2005 and is classified as a woody spicy. Officially has 4 notes, Agarewood or oud, vetiver, sandalwood, and incense. So what does this fragrance actually smell like? Well, it opens up fresh and sweet. There's this citrusy-like note there, but it's not necessarily citrus, even though it's not listed in the nose. I think there might be a citrus ingredient in this fragrance, because there's this, it's almost, there's no specific citrus. I can't say it smells like a specific citrus. This is more of a citrusness, not a specific citrus note. It could be something else, maybe pine or some other note that is similar to citrus. There's this green or herbal note, but more so green, kind of playing. In the opening, it's almost woody. There's definitely woodiness, but not necessarily a specific wood. That's most likely the sandalwood and the oud working together, and that's the background in the opening. So after about half an hour to an hour, it becomes more of this fresh spice with a sweet woodsy background, and it just, it's very similar. How to describe it? It's very similar to Boss Bottled. I have to say it's very similar to Boss Bottled in the sense that it's in that sort of umbrella of fragrances. There's this certain genericness about it, I have to say, and as it continues to grow, dry down, it becomes more unique in the sense that the wood starts to take over. That it's still fresh, it's still sweet, it's still spicy, but the spiciness I think is caused by the incense and the vetiver playing off of each other. But that spiciness kind of goes away. It's still there, but not as prominent. But the woods really take over and it becomes more animalic. And that's that oud taking over as the main note. Now as it continues to dry down, it becomes this fresh, sweet oud with some spice in the background. That incense and vetiver that I was talking about is moving to the back, and the oud really takes over as the main note. And as I said, it is oud's fragrance, so it's a very heavy. So not in the sense that it projects a lot, but it's right off the bat, I have to say it's a very light fragrance, but around the 6th hour it becomes even more light than it usually is. So the first hour it projects maybe a foot or so, and then it's a skin scent, but around the 6th hour it becomes much less noticeable. It becomes even closer to the skin. It becomes more lighter. That freshness, the spiciness moves in the back, and that freshness takes over, and it's detectable to about 9 to 12 hours, but the bulk of the fragrance is going to be up to the 6 hour mark. And as I said, it is a light fragrance, but it's heavy. Light on projection, but very heavy. There's that oud is very heavy and animalic, and the animalistic vibe isn't like overpowering, but there's this heaviness. One way to describe this fragrance is a very it's a generic fragrance that is high quality. That's one way I can describe this fragrance. It is very generic. This is very generic, sweet, fresh, woodsy kind of smell. It's very generic, but there's something high quality about this fragrance. You could really see that heaviness of that oud. So this is really something you can wear in any situation. It's not offensive, but of course it is a lighter scent. It doesn't project very well, so it's actually pretty good for, like, let's say a date. I'd say it's best for spring or fall. In the summer, evenings would be great, but in the day you're risking it projecting really loud and actually causing people to have headaches because of how heavy it is. When it's in the air, somewhat close, about a foot or 6 inches, it's not, you can't really feel how heavy it is, but up close, you can really smell the weight of that oud. But again, summer heat is risky. Spring and fall, this is where it shines. Winter, it's not going to project very well, but it will cut through the cold because of that oud. I like this fragrance, but I don't think I would ever actually purchase a bottle of it just because there's so many similar scents, and it's very generic kind of a sense. It's very generic. There is something high quality about it, but it's generic, and for the price, I would not buy it. That's my opinion. That's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment on this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless.